Hey, what's up, guys? So I've been trying to, do a video about the back window, but it's been raining and raining and raining, so I haven't been able to. But now I'm inside the garage, put the back of the car into the garage, and I went ahead and got started a little bit. Let me show you guys real quick. So basically, how I had it was I had the back piece glued down right here. It was just hanging, obviously. And what I was gonna do is, just shove the rest around the sides right here, and then up here, and the other side, and then glue it. But there wasn't a way to keep it stretched. I put the top down and tried that, but it wasn't working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like if I still had a back window type thing, where it was just a crack or something, and then do it from that. So I went ahead and glued this bottom piece here, and I'm gonna glue this top piece here, and maybe some on the sides, and then I just put the the new piece right here between, and I have somewhere to glue it on the bottom and top is my plan. But so basically what happened to my back window that I wasn't able to do that to begin with is I washed the car, 60 something degrees outside, so it was warm. I guess the water was too cold. I mean, it didn't feel cold, but I sprayed it down, washed it regular. I put the top down immediately after, well, a little bit after, and it cracked all the way down like this. So as soon as I heard it crack, I stopped and I tried to put it back up, and when I did, it cracked all to the bottom right here. All this cracked, all that. So so I couldn't use it. It was useless. So I got a smart idea that I was gonna go ahead and cut it off right here, and glue it over this, and that didn't work out. So what I ended up doing is took all the old plastic out, and then I went, let's see if I can show you guys. I actually spread it out, the fabrics. See how it's sewed on here or something? So this is in between both of them. See? So here's the old one, piece of the old one, and that's where it's stitched on there, sewed on there to the bottom piece, and then the top. So this is literally in between both. So I went around the whole thing and spread it out, and that's when I shoved this one in between both, and I just squared a bunch of glue in here and just basically laid it there. I didn't put no pressure or nothing. That's why in some spots it didn't really glue. But I'm gonna go back to that later. But that's the plan for right now. But I don't know, having a bunch of little pieces everywhere that you can be able to tell about the pieces hanging there. So I might not do it like that. I might just actually go ahead and glue the bottom piece to this, and then shove the rest around and pull this down even further to where once I do close it, it'll be tight enough. But I'm not sure how that's gonna work, so probably give that a try right quick. But I see, before I even parked it, I made sure I try to prevent rust, but still, very well. Fix that later. Let me go ahead and get started and show you guys how it looks. Okay, so here's my new piece, and it's actually big enough to where I can just go ahead and redo the whole thing, start from the bottom again and just put it all in there. And I think I might, because since I had the old stuff on here for so long, I mean like months, and through winter, summer, so I know it'll hold. That's why I know the glue is gonna hold. See, it's all, and I already tried to clean it, and see, I tried Velcro, I tried a bunch of different stuff, and it wouldn't hold. it wouldn't stick to the fabric here, like especially on the inside right here. This stuff just tore off, so that didn't work. But see, so it's all dirty, and it won't clean off no more. So what I'm thinking, especially this top one, see how scratched up, and so I might just go ahead and take these pieces off and just start fresh with this one. But depending if I could rip this off, because it's pretty, I mean it's pretty tight on there. It glued pretty good, so that's good. If I can't, then I'll just cut it a little bit smaller. That way it won't be such a big piece showing. But if I can, then that'll be nice. That'll be good. But we'll see right now. I'll go ahead and try to rip it off and then show you guys how it's gonna look. Alright, so I'm basically just gonna shove the new one here in between these two pieces, and see this top piece velcros to this bottom one. So I'm just gonna shove it in between, and then where this is at, that's where I'm gonna put the glue on both sides, and hopefully it'll glue. But we'll see what happens. It's easier if you have two people too, because so obviously this piece is way bigger than the window, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use it like that and just squirt glue all over the inside. That way I know it's gonna glue somewhere. Alright, that side's pretty much in there. Okay. Alright, so it's up there, that's all up there. Now push it down and see how it looks. Okay. Okay, I put way too much in there. Maybe just pull it down. Yeah, I think that's gonna look way better. 110. Look at that. So I just put glue all the way inside here. Glue on both sides, bottom and top. And then just stretch it, make sure it's in there. Obviously put the top back down and give it a little bit more so it can be tight, and glue it. Looks like it's gonna look pretty nice. So I probably will go ahead and take this off. Yeah, I'll take that off right quick. Whew. You guys, I've been trying to take this off for 10 minutes. Look, I mean this stuff is, see, this is different kind right here, this darker one. I was like, I don't even know, but I mean you can tell all the different glues I try to use here, but this is the one that's actually gluing. It's hard. Like, this stuff is not coming off. Which, I mean, if it's good, then I should just probably leave it and just go ahead and, but you know, I like making stuff harder. I don't know why. So I'll just go ahead and keep trying at it, and hopefully I can tear it off. So, still at it. Got this much off now. I mean, this stuff is, see, it's literally tearing off the actual fabric with it. See, in some spots, it's taking the fabric with it, like right here. See, but there's still, it's pretty still good and thick, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I mean, this glue is, I mean, I'm pulling this thing is up. Well, keep going at it. Hopefully I can, and if it rips off too much of this fabric, I'll just cut it off of there or wherever it happens, and then I'll just leave the other rest. But if not, then I'm gonna keep trying. That way it can look more clean, more legit looking. But I mean, it's gonna look pretty good. And I decided from up here, I'm just gonna try to, you know, bend this back up. That's what the Velcro's like that. You know, that way we could tighten the top up a little bit. See how? Because usually when I drive it, well, when I used to drive it, had a big old bubble top. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm just to try to keep pulling this off. Alright guys, what's up? So this is basically the third day trying to glue this window. I ran into some complications, I guess. I couldn't really hold it down while I was doing it. But let me show you guys. So basically, okay, so I put the plastic in. The sides aren't glued yet, the top's not glued. Shoved it up as high as I could into the sides, so I left the, you know, it's like all the way, it's like right here still. So it's a pretty big piece. So I went ahead and glued the bottom. That way I could, once I put the top back up, you know, able to stretch it, and then I'd glue it, you know, put it back down a little bit, give it a little bit of slack, and then put it back up. But that's basically all I've done. When I glued it, I couldn't glue it that good. So I basically have these clamps. I glued it in pieces. So I glued from here to here, and then I glued from here to here. So this is all glued, and I did the same with the other side. And it's basically this whole bottom piece is glued now. So now what I'm gonna do is just over the well, I'll probably wait on this. You see how like there's still some that's not glued, like the whole top piece right here. I'll probably wait until that for last, and when I do everything else. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and push this back up and see how it looks, see how it's gonna stay. And I've been thinking that I think I'm just gonna put glue on the top side, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think last time I checked, when you buy a new top, they only sell you the top, like the actual top, and not the inside liner thing. They don't sell you this thing right here, the inside piece. So I think you have to reuse that, but I'm not 100% sure. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna just go ahead and glue it to the top side, and if you know it feels weak or it's not gonna hold, then I'll squirt some glue in the inside too, and that'll be that. But we'll see. Well, I will be able to glue it to the bottom side on this one, because I know the rear window is a separate piece from the actual top, but I'm not sure if it's attached to the inside piece. But I'll go ahead and do that, and like I said, it took me a long time because I couldn't. I tried different things to hold it, like, you know, put pressure on it. Because this glue I'm using, I don't even know if I've mentioned it already. It's what is it? I'll show you. It's Fuze It. Liquid nail, Fuze It. Yeah, I mean, this thing is it's really good. It's really good stuff. Like for this top, I left some in it, and I couldn't clean it no more. I mean, it dried, and literally when I try to pull the whatever this is off, it busted the cap. So I had to get a new one from this other one I didn't use. But yeah, I just had to find somehow to keep pressure on this. But I couldn't. I mean, you know, I got pieces of wood here, these little metal pieces, and they just couldn't get this shape. I couldn't get the shape of it to bend like that, like a little curve. And it just kept popping off, so that's why I had to do it piece by piece. But I mean, it feels like it did alright. I don't know if it's completely cured. It says 6 to 8 hours, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the top up and see how it looks. Let's see right here. So basically this is what it's gonna look like. It's kind of down still because of the where I had the clamps, see, but that should come out right now. But I mean, shoot, this is still better than nothing. But I'm still gonna have to tuck it in some more in some spots like this. So that's why I try to do the bottom first. That way I could have some wiggle room. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If anything, I mean, like I said, this is still better than not having nothing. So go ahead and push it in some more. Glue the top, and then I'll glue the sides at the end. Or I might just, you know, keep working up. Glue the sides and then the top. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. First time I try to push this back up. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Alright, well, that's the next update. So hopefully I should be done with this in like a day or two, maybe. Hopefully, weather permitting. And I mean, it is a cure time of 6-8 hours. So that's why it's taking longer. Alright, see you guys. Alright, what's up guys? So it's been 4, 5, 6 days, something like that. It took way longer than I expected. Way longer. But it is done. And it is kind of ugly. But let me just go ahead and show you guys. It didn't go quite as what I expected, but it's better than nothing, you know. And I can actually drive it now, so that's a plus. But let's see, came out ugly. You still have all these bumps and wrinkles here. I mean, this side's not too bad, but that side, you know, that side is really bad. But I wonder if I could fix it by tucking it more in on this top corner right here somehow. I don't know. But I mean, still, it's better than nothing. I mean, you know, you can drive now, you can see through it. Well, I just gotta clean it, but you can see through it. So that's a plus. I mean, that's the main thing, being able to drive it. But up here, I'm still gonna glue that like this right here. It's already glued in the inside, all the way in there. See some of the glue right here. But I'm gonna glue that down like this so it won't look too ugly. And plus too is that it tightened my top up. See, it's nice and tight now. So now when I'm driving, I'm not gonna have that bubble top. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we can see where I still have the plastic came in all the way over here. It looks all right. It's better than nothing. But I'm gonna go ahead and wash it and water test it. You know, just see how some spots didn't I ain't really glue. So I'm gonna go back through it and re-put glue right here. Try to seal it completely all the way down, and then put some water on it and test it. So you can see some of that glue that did come out. But, oh well. That side's still ugly. Oh well. But yeah, go ahead and wash it. Make sure water doesn't get in there, and if it doesn't, then that's basically it. But I think next time what I should have done is when I was going through when I did the bottom and I was gonna do the sides, I should have done it in pieces. Like done this piece, you know, make sure it was nice and tight, glue it, and then go up some, glue it, and then the top, and then the top, and that's it. That way I would have known that this whole side would have been nice and tucked and tight, instead of just going and gluing the whole side and the other side, where, you know, it could have pulled that way or this way or whatever. But live and learn. So he just ate my my cap. He's an animal. Alright, peace out, guys. I'll make another video and show you guys how it looks after it's cleaned, and hopefully this is glued already down. But it gets super hot, so we'll see what happens.